Alright, final race of the late model season. This one has went by really quick, it feels like. So, it's going to be interesting. We're starting off with a very dry track, and it's going to only get drier for the second race. We're doing 20, 25, and then a 100 lap race. Third race, we're going to reset to 15 to 25%. So, let's get out and qualify bad like we normally do. I think we're okay on pace, but a few people have the slider line really hooked up and are still setting like fast laps with it, even as it has slipped off. So I think we're going to see some right fronts die. I think that is going to happen quite a lot with this narrow top side, and that was just terrible 1 and 2, but we kept it off the wall, so hopefully we get a lap in, and I'm just going to go top all around, just so I don't have to try to dance it up to the grip. Probably running a little too low, but want to be safe so that we can get a lap. We go with a 16.241, puts us into 7th at the moment. And my dad has been doing a lot of practice. Ran a couple of the 75 lapper races in official because that is running here this week. Gavin and I go pretty much the same. We're kind of on the same set anyways, but Logan and Kevin are going to be really quick. They've got that slider line figured out. And it looks like Laura has showed up. So, good to see her. Just in time to qualify. It is a late night on an early Monday morning. But, yep, Logan and Kevin, tenths ahead of the field right now. So, first couple of races, not going to have to worry too much about tires, but you do need to worry about burning them off and having yellow flag really screw things up for you if you heat them up and then cool them down too quick. So we're going to start 9th, and looks like, yeah, we got a good field of cars here. We're going to invert 10 for the next race, and then invert, I think, 12, 14 for the final race. So it's going to be interesting. Double file restarts, and all the same rules that we ran last week. So it's only going to get drier for the next race, but I don't want to have to do a whole lot of tire management since we don't have compound selections. You would definitely need a harder compound for 100 laps on this, and I think the tracks might be taking rubber a little too easy and a little too often, instead of when the conditions are just right for it. But fairly decent sized field,
you are out of time.
Very wide track, but I think we're going to have more issues with the wide track because people tend to drift around more and change lanes because it's wider, and that ends up causing more wrecks. Whereas a narrow track, you just know that you need to stick with the line that you're on.
1 to go, next time
but
by.
Tires are probably not going to come into play very hard in this race. 20 laps, even though it's a very slick track right now, I think you're just just going to want to hammer down, burn them down to about 70%.
Get ready, going green.
But we'll see what we get. It's like...
The pace car is off, be ready. Green flag, green flag.
A decent start. I'm going to try not to run Chad over, since everyone likes to run Chad over. Oh, I lost my brother, and he was trying to go inside. Gonna go hit this grip here. I don't know if there's someone to the outside. I'm gonna say no, so I'm gonna go up there. And probably should have tightened it up a little more, because I don't think it's gonna get looser.
16.524.
But it'll be interesting to see if people can make any ground up. The faster guys, they can't use that line that gets them a really good entry. So they've got to change up what they're doing, get around the guys, and then they'll be able to check out. But they're working on it. We got one up in the wall there. So far, good, clean racing.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 16.05.
We got a little bit of crossing over. It looks like Zach's hitting the wall every lap, but if he's really doing that, he's going to eventually destroy that car. Everyone gets checked up there a little bit. That gets Chad off the throttle, allows us to get up there. Zach's just slamming the wall now. Don't like to see that.
3, 2, 1, clear. The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 16.016.
Alright, can we get around Ryan? Have we cleared Chad? Yes, we've cleared Chad.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 15.869.
Ease it around down here. It's going to take a little bit to make a pass down here, but it is possible. Nope, it's not possible. He got rolling on the top side now. Gavin has followed us through, so he's feeling good. Oh, and we got a wreck. Well, it's going to re-rack us and help us out, because we'll be on the outside, and AJ was involved in that. Seeing a purple fender, and that was him.
The pit road's open.
I know he was working down low. I have no time to look in the mirror right now. We need to stay out of that dirt up top so that we don't cool our tires down too quickly. I was gonna go up to the top side to get in position for the restart, but then I remembered going up there is gonna be bad if we cool off the tires too much. But we've made up a few spots. We're in the invert. Could be a little tighter, but we're probably too tight to really run hard on the top side.
One to go, next time by. Line up on the outside.
Let's see if we can get around Ryan here, but I don't think we can do much down low. Kurt looks to have taken the lead.
Get ready, going green.
And Blake is waiting to catch up until the last minute, which just causes accordions in the back.
Post car is off, time to do your job. Green, green, green.
Let's see how this thing restarts.
Great job, 10 to go. Inside, clear inside. Inside,
would have been a bad idea to sneak our nose up there if we could have.
Inside. Clear inside.
Kind of feels like we're hurting for grip.
7. Car inside.
Alright, we're good. We're okay.
16.
Thought we were in trouble, but it's hooking up. Oh, well, it was hooking up, and we are in the fence and out of this race.
Car inside. Still there. Hold your line.
Well,
Clear inside.
that's awesome. Did it to myself.
Caution. Yellow flag.
And then we have a caution for someone else. Don't know who. Maybe Blake? Looks like his car is on pit road, twitching around. What happened to him? Same thing, off the corner. Snags the wall and right front gone. And it may be fast up there, but it's dangerous. Let's go see what happened to AJ. Oh, he hits the wall on the inside, and then he can't do anything. Car won't turn. He breaks both front tires. He's just trying to get it back to the pits. And then he's got to just stop and get out of it, but everyone was coming around and yellow out for that, so. Alright, well. Let's get settled into the stands and watch the rest of this. So inside 10 to go, single file restarts as well. So that's going to extend the field out a bit here. But they are getting ready to fire off. We'll see what the race for the lead looks like.
Green, green, green.
Second and third have looked quickest. But Kurt has held on to the lead. We got 3 wide through 1 and 2, but Kurt gets to run off the corner. Logan gonna run it in deep down low, but he gets it to stop and turn. Oh, watch that wall, because it's already eaten 3 of us. Back here, Gavin making some moves. He is going up into the 5th position.
The yellow flag
And
is
we've
out.
got a yellow as they go around, and that is once again Chad getting ran over, and everyone piles up into it. And Spencer gives up. Was he? Him and Dan got together, and that's when Blake hit the wall. Then he goes into the corner, and yellow comes out. And he just heads to the pit, so he must have had something come up, or just didn't like his speed. We'll get this thing restarted quickly if we can. It's going to be a green-white checkered, I believe. What lap are we even on? We are on... No, it's not. We're just seeing a white flag for who knows what reason. We get the 1 to go there. We have. Alright. Gavin was not able to get that spot. Looks like most of those guys in that wreck are continuing on. And Kurt's got to hold on for 4 more laps. Kevin blinks out right at the worst moment.
Green, green, green.
Gives Kurt a little bit of a gap, and Logan's going to head down low. He's trying to work around the bottom there. Oh, Kurt grabs the wall, Kevin into the back of him. He's going to get a drive off the corner. Is he going to slide him? He does not. He just goes for the grip right in the middle, and Kurt comes back on the high side. 2 to go. Kurt's going to get the run on the high side. I hear crashing. Looks like Rick has ripped off a right front. Let's hope that he does not get in the way of this battle for the lead, but it looks as if Kurt has got this handled pretty easily, and we are clear to the line. Here's going to be a big dive. Kurt goes low to kind of defend it, but I think that's the worst thing he could have done there. Just at the line, Kurt holds on to it. Great race. And Gavin ends up getting 5th. So, let's go ahead and tighten this up. I know it doesn't seem like it needs to get tightened up, but I need to do something different with it. So I'm going to go grid set 1. Should give everyone time. Shouldn't need to do too much more changing. I think everyone is in there, except for a few of the people at the front. Kurt. Wait to see Zach. Alright, well, I'm gonna hop in because he's got enough time now. And my brother and me are at the back. We're gonna go with this and track state 15 for the next session. So I don't like to go too many minutes on the grid set because then it uses all of it up. And there Zach has got back in. It won't jump forward when everyone is joined. So we got a warm up after this for everyone to adjust for the track, get their fuel set. But looks like we got a couple, or at least one spot in front of us to not have to deal with. So we got to move up one spot.
That's it for tyres. Make them last the rest of the race. You'll be lining up on the inside. Pit road is closed.
I think this time it's going to be so hard to get through some of this traffic. I mean, we need to take advantage of it.
1 lap to green.
But I think I'm going to just roll around the bottom because the set can work well down there.
Get ready, going green.
But hopefully we have a good one. Turn telemetry back on. Almost forgot about that. And let's go racing.
Pace car is off. Green, green, green.
Starting behind Chad again.
Car outside.
Checks up.
Outside is clear. Outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Car outside, 2 wide.
Laura backing off there.
Car outside. Stay low. Clear outside.
And the good news is we've only got to get to 14th for a good start, but I would like to get some points since we lost out on a lot of points that last race. And I mean, essentially Kevin has cleared us and beat us now because he's had a good finish and he's going to get another good finish probably. And each race pays the same amount of points.
Outside. Stay low. 16.6.
So we're just going to do like Fairbury, just putt around the bottom. Hope that our tires come alive later.
Outside. Clear up top. Car outside. 16.871. Still there. Hold your line. Car outside.
25 laps this time.
3 wide. Outside. 2 wide.
But everyone's racing good.
Outside. Outside is clear. Outside. The car in P1.
Chad's just kind of stuck right here.
998. Clear high. 16.895.
James is going to get loose off the corner. Nope. Alright. He comes up and nearly gets Chad. We got Ryan in the fence. He is knocked off a right front.
Keep low. The next car's the leader. Clear outside if you want.
Oh, and he was the leader at the time. That is unfortunate.
16.96.
AJ's worked his way up a bit. I'm just trying to take it easy for the moment. We'll just hope that people hurt their tires a bit more, and then it's a little easier to pass later on when we do try. Unless we hit the wall again.
16.595.
10 laps in. Issues with the rims on the inside fence, showing on the wrong side of the fence. You watch Billy's 57 up there. You can see his wheels are shown ahead of the fence in the rendering order. And they don't have any dirt on them when it does it, so it's very obvious. Maybe they have dirt on them, but it's very noticeable once you see it. Well, it doesn't look like they're going to be wrecking this race, so we might have to start going. Chad has decided to do so.
17.012.
Oh, we got a slow car. Do they have all their tires? It's Shane. He had a moment, it looks like. Alright, let's see what we can do. Can we go fast? Chad has worked his way up 3 spots now. brick into the wall, and they're hooking each other. Ooh, we sneak through that.
Outside. Clear outside if you want it. Outside. Clear outside if you want it.
Just come up top to block anyone from getting to our outside.
16.88.
Track is an ice rink. Making our way forward into 17th.
16.47.
Just can't hit the fence. Feels like there's some rubber building. It's gripping up a little different on that outside line.
16.372. The car inside. Clear.
Laura playing chicken streaker.
16.396.
She's doing good though, holding the line, doing what lap car needs to do. Just hold a line and be consistent. Don't be all over.
16.57. Outside. 2 left to go. 2 to go. Clear outside if you want it.
Be a little difficult to make this pass.
Outside.
We just go for the full slider here.
16.641.
Hope he's ready for it.
Inside. Clear.
Dan into the fence. We're almost to that transfer, or the invert, but I don't think we're going to get it. We waited too long to go. Just going to be one outside of it. But that was a good race.
There's the
A
flag.
couple issues
It's
out there
over.
for people, but
Okay, we'll get them next
we had a
time.
good run. Where'd AJ get up to? AJ ran up to the 10th position. So now we gotta decide how slick is this gonna get over 100 laps. I think it's going to get fairly slick, but not that bad. We also need to go fuel, 17 gallons. And let's go do some laps. Feel what this is going to be like, because we're going to be really tight early on.
67, just at the fastest lap. 15.966.
Maybe we're not. That didn't feel too bad.
Slow car down low, go high.
Oh yeah,
go
that felt
high.
bad though.
Car 67, just at the fastest lap. 15.96. Car 15, just at the fastest
I might just
lap.
go all the way on the axle lead,
Clear inside.
because
16.107.
it's not really feeling tight.
Car 15, just at the fastest lap. 15.
And then if it does go very slick, we're at least not going to be... Yeah, I mean, it feels comfortable right now. That's not a good sign. We might be... our setup might be really bad. But it's going to be a lot about managing the tires as well. See what it's like down low. Yeah, really tight down low.
Car stopped up high. 15.724. Slow car down low. Go high.
All right.
Slow car down
We're
low.
okay.
Car 03. Just set the fastest lap. 15.392.
We're okay. It feels tight enough now. God, do we just go with all the way? What are we at on fuel? Let's just see what it says. We can do 110 at our average, so we want that. Just be a little heavier. Yeah, look at that wear running hard like that. I think we're just gonna back it down and not get too antsy. Let's, just a little worried about how loose it feels right now. Or, yeah. You know what? Let's just say it's gonna wear quite a bit. And we're just gonna start off hoping for a really tight car at the, or a fast car at the end. We're gonna start off really tight early, save our tires. 100 laps is a long, long ways. But starting on the front row is John and my dad, Dan and Kevin, AJ, Brandon, Dalton, Zachary, Gavin, having a great run with a 5th and a 6th so far. Colton, Blake, and then it swaps everything around there. So we got a ways to go. One-minute grid, everyone should be ready to go. We'll just double check. Everyone at the front is ready. And it looks like everyone near the back is ready. And hopefully everyone gets to get at least a halfway. I always feel bad when people get wrecked out early in these longer races, but that's also why we have 2 different races before this, just to give everyone a little bit of running.
You are out of tires.
If you wreck in all 3, then it might be you.
Road is closed. Catch up 24 car.
I don't think we've had anyone wreck in all 3.
One to go. Next time by.
But air temps come down, and track is going to dry a little slower. And it's just about being there at the end. You don't have to lead them all.
Get ready, going green.
But let's see if everyone gets crazy at the start, or if we have some more good racing.
Pace car is in.
I think we can end this one on a good note. We've done really well lately, so we're just gonna putt around like that, and I think a lot of people are gonna be putting around.
Outside is clear.
Just not using that throttle up.
20.9.
Oh, Kevin shoves up the track, nearly gets into the wall. They're 3 wide off the corner.
Outside is clear.
Everyone
Car outside.
keeps out of each other for the
Clear
most part.
outside. Car outside. Clear outside.
And Zachary come together as Zachary was kind of looking low below Brandon before he was there.
Outside.
And I don't think he knew he had 2 cars on the inside of him.
Clear up top, outside.
All of a sudden lost track of
Clear up top, outside.
the car that was looking on our inside. I got worried.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 15.969. Clear outside. Car outside.
But track is starting to rip apart on the top side. The bottom is going to rip apart a little quicker since this is not going to be a regen track. More people are running down here.
Outside. Clear outside. 16.392. Car outside. The car in P6 just set the fastest lap. 15.914. Car outside. Clear outside.
Just can't get tricked into racing hard.
Still there. 16.3.
Gonna do our thing around the bottom.
Outside is clear.
Everyone's been clean.
The car in P6 just set the fastest lap. 15.842. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Outside. Stay low. Outside clear. 16.345. Outside. Outside is clear. Car outside. Clear. Outside.
Oh, and Dan is the first to break a right front, it looks like.
396. Clear. Car outside. Clear.
Hopefully everyone sees that he's slow up on the high side. I'm going to say very low.
Clear outside if you want it.
And the field clears him. Unfortunate for him.
16.
And James, I don't know what the hell he did there.
Caution, yellow flag.
He just like turned left. It didn't look like he even touched anyone. And that is our first caution, 10 laps in.
The pit road is now open.
I think we will go ahead and shorten these. We got enough time to get lined up. And
One to go. Next time by. Line up
Get
on
us
the
going.
inside. Closed. Pit road is closed.
you can't pit, so there's no need to have long cautions. Get us back to racing, keep the tires from sealing over. We were all close together anyways. If we were really spread out, then I'll let it go long. AJ's up in the lead right now, and my dad is second.
Post car is off. Time to do your job.
So I'm the slow one.
Green.
You get 3 double file restarts. Hopefully they don't use them all up well before lap 90. Otherwise we'll be doing single file.
16.87.
That will really spread things out. But right now we just gotta hope that we keep the tires in good shape, which right now track is really not that dry, so it's not going to make too much of a difference, but we want to keep the tire heat out of them. You can still heat them up by spinning the tires. You can see the bottom line now starting to rip up on entry. Brandon gets a little crossed up there. We get a little wobble there. James coming back up here.
16.517. Car outside. Outside. Keep low.
Just gonna lift off and get him around us. Chad coming through.
Outside.
Oh, and Billy has knocked his right front off.
Still there, hold your line. Car outside.
Down, give everyone room.
Clear.
That checked Chad up quite a bit.
17.086.
But yeah, this is gonna have a whole different look to it than what we started the first practice with, just because we've got so many people running down low at the moment that we're gonna have to move our entry up just a little bit.
So low. Clear up top. Car outside. Clear. 16.63.
But for now, again, just managing.
Outside. Clear outside if you want it.
We know we got the speed.
Car outside.
We know that this setup just flies on long runs, and this is going to be the longest race we do of the season. So,
car outside, clear up top. 16.75. Car outside.
Shane dropping a bit.
Clear. Car outside. Stay low.
Watch out for us being 3 or 4 wide off the corner, and hope they don't get into each other. Rick had an issue, and looked like that was right as Jarek decided to try to go higher. Now, if it goes green the whole way, we're going to start at a big disadvantage this far back, but I think we'll still be able to catch quite a few people that are running their tires hard. Opening my lineup now that we've got some more room around us, using a little bit more throttle. But the bottom of 3 and 4 is fully slicked through the corners. So you gotta move up just a little bit. Just keep that right rear out of it. May even want to move up enough to keep the left rear out of it. I mean, we're not sliding the car very much. That is key. I don't think it's going to dry off as much as we need it to, but I think being as tight as we are is still going to help. We won't need to panic until we get to like lap 50 if we're still in 17th at that point. Then we may have screwed up, but
16.505.
we definitely have too much fuel because we were running really low and slow, but that could all change if we get up to the top side and start using the right pedal.
16.592.
Sun is setting. We are 30 laps into this. Up off the bottom here. Still not gonna drive it hard. Just get it off the bottom of the track, and I know we still got 1 or 2 cautions to come. But we can start gaining a few spots without pushing too hard. That will be better for us. I'm just kind of going to miss the slicks. And Blake has knocked the right front off possibly, or forgot to change fuel. Didn't look like he had a wobbly front, but this is right around the point that 5 gallons might start running out. I'm just taking some weird lines, letting it go where it wants once we enter the corner. Just trying not to slide the rear end. Don't want to push it to the point where we could slap the wall. Track is ripping up quicker now, so we've pulled away from everyone behind. How far is the leader behind us? AJ is 6 seconds behind us. And in second is Kevin, and in third is my dad. But a very, very long ways to go here.
16.812.
That was not a good exit.
16.757.
Chad grabs the wall. I think Chad's just being patient here. I'm not gonna try to pass both of them, but they do both enter right on the same tracks, and that gets Chad a little crossed up.
16.961.
Maybe we go ahead and try to pass him. Probably put myself in the fence because I haven't went fast in a long time. Almost put myself in the fence. Let's just push it, get around these two, just because they were going to start checking us up.
Inside. Still inside. 16.7.
All right.
5. Clear inside.
We did what we needed to there. It is starting to go looser. AJ 5 seconds behind us. Eventually, those tires have to start dying off for him. When he was in the first World of Outlaw Pro Series. It's not like he's terrible, but he's usually really good at sprint cars and not that great at stock cars on dirt. So we got these three ahead of us. We got 16 cars on the lead lap at the moment. And we are about to halfway. So again, we can't get in too big of a hurry. Start heating up the tires, and it's just bad news for us. We're better off. We know there's going to be another caution. But right now, everyone's done an awesome job. 40 lap run here. From where we started off as a group, we've just gotten way better racing as the seasons went on, everyone started to kind of figure each other out. John just going to let us go there. I was just going to wait till they cleared up, so we didn't have to try to go 3 wide. But let's ease it around the top side. Try not to hit the fence on the straightaway. We got more cars heading in our direction, but they are all lap cars. And starting to see people getting really loose. And that is where eventually they're just not going to be able to hang on to it because they've heated up the right rear too much. Laura doing better this time. Currently beating Shane and going for a pass on Rick.
Car inside, clear inside.
We're into 11th. It doesn't feel like it. Almost lap 60. This is going quicker than I expected.
16.976.
Trying to give room to everyone and not drive through too much of the slick and not get on the gas too hard.
17.14. Car inside, clear. Car inside, still there. Clear inside, car inside, clear.
Wait. Alright. I mean, AJ has given himself a massive gap. I don't know if he still has the lead. He does, but he's 7 seconds behind us now. So I think he's starting to lose speed. Zachary is catching him, and that is a yellow. And we are going to gain a lot of time back up now. We just need to make sure that we don't cool our tires too much. But we've caught up to Gavin. He's had 2 good finishes, though. I don't know if he can jump us. I think he's had enough bad finishes that we should be okay. But and we got lap traffic as well, so that's going to take some time to sort everyone out. So I'm not going to. I can't fast forward the cautions now. But lap car is going to the rear.
Past the 22 car. Pit road is closed right now.
How many more lap cars do we have? None. Alright, let's go ahead and Brandon, let's just wave him around. He's in front of AJ and not getting sent to the rear, so let's just get that taken care of now. It wasn't a true wave around. He was going to get the...
1 lap to green. Line up on the inside.
He was going to get waved around on the right before the restart, but might as well get him around right now. Okay, well, we can see the leader. See the usual suspects. My dad has fallen to 5th, so he is probably... Well, James is now running into people under yellow. He just turned left there.
Post car is off. Time to do your job. Green flag, green flag. You're in the top 10.
My dad not firing off on a restart. And we're going to not be able to go where I wanted to and get trapped behind his slow ass, and now he can't even go straight off the corner, and thank you for getting us all the way to last. I don't know why he's so bad at restarts. Like, I think he just overdrives them. instead of being in the rhythm that he was. So we lose 2 spots there.
0.025.
We were going to gain a bunch, but let's get these tires heated up. Everyone's starting to run into each other now.
17.247.
It looks like a mess just ahead of us for around 7th and 8th.
Car outside clear. 17.366. You're in the top 10.
Alright. Don't need to use as much throttle as we are on exit. But we need to try to make some ground up down low here while everyone is stuck up on the top side, checking each other up.
Car outside. 17.33. Clear.
And Kevin down to the bottom, and he is going to be in our way.
Clear outside.
Try to go where they're not, and then the slow guys go to where they're not.
Still there, hold your line. Clear. 17.709.
AJ's broke his right front off.
Car inside.
He's going to back off, I figured. No, he hasn't broke it off yet. I think he's going to soon, but
Inside. 17.756. Clear inside.
alright. Still a long ways to go.
Still there, hold your line. Clear up top. Slow car down low. Car outside. 17.333.
Let's hope no one else goes low and slow, but we do have lap traffic coming up, so we're going to have to start working our way up. Zach just drills the wall again. James changing lanes.
17.455.
Really need to get past him before he starts doing that too much.
Car outside. Clear.
Kurt into the wall, James into the wall. James has broken his car, it looks like.
434.
Alright, we don't need to go fast. I'm glad we went as tight as we did, because the track did slick up quite a bit. And hear what side they said. Oh, and James is in the pit wall, and that's a yellow. Alright, we're in 6th. That was an intense little run. Just can't get these tires too cold, so driving the slick and try to fire them off quickly, but not just spin them. I still haven't figured out the perfect way to restart a set of tires, but that felt fairly good. Just kind of get them heated up and get going.
Closed. Pit road is closed.
So this is our 3rd restart, I think. So this will be our last double file restart, unless I'm forgetting a yellow that we've already had. AJ's cooling his tires. I think his tires are broken and he doesn't need to cool them. I think he just sealed them off if he was cooling them on that last yellow, because he had no grip.
One left to green.
Oh, and I guess we're single file. Okay. Well, at least we're past Gavin. I feel like we're quick. We got enough fuel. We got enough laps, so let's just try to get a good start here. Lights just came on.
Green.
And nighttime's the right time.
Post car is off. Time to do your job. Green flag, green flag.
But now is the right front's breaking off period. Single file, everyone's going to be trying to run the top. We just got to hope that everyone's tires just go to shit.
Car outside.
I need to go last lap. See if we're gaining. Well, we're definitely not there. Let them heat up their tires. I know I've got more rubber than everyone. Let them get them hot and then hopefully be able to find a way around them. Once they spread out a little bit more, it might help us pull off some sliders. Zach gets really tight on the high side, and that kind of checks everyone up. We're not going to do a slider, we're just going to go half.
17.455 outside.
Oh, Ryan just broke his right front, maybe, or he was just dragging the wall.
Car outside. Clear outside if you want it. 17.435. You're in fifth.
Well, we're actually in fourth.
Clear inside.
Zach's really slow though, so we're gonna have to make short. I've already forgotten what the saying is. All right, it's fine.
Pit road is closed.
That's fine, and it looks like Ryan vanished there. Might have gotten the wall again, or we might have shoved him into the wall. There was a 0x that I didn't even feel, so. We are in P4 with 20 to go. We're quicker than Ryan. We'll see what we can do with Kurt and Logan.
Pit road's open.
And we got that 77 back there, but I don't think he is. I don't know, either he is going long game save, or he's starting to lose a bit of pace, because once we got around him, it seemed like we checked out pretty quick.
Pit road is closed right now.
Just making sure lap cars get to the rear. We've got 16 cars left in this one, out of the 21 that started, possibly. Maybe 23. Feel though that we're firing off each restart pretty well. Make quick work of Zach and
One lap to
see
green.
if we can hang with Logan and Kurt. Zach looks like he's a bit loose in the center of the corner, so we should be able to get that done. I don't think a crossover will work for him. I think he's just
About to go
running the
green,
top
stay
side for
focused.
stability.
Post car is off. Green, green, green. Outside, still there. Outside, clear. The next car's the leader.
Oh, they're crossing each other over in front of us.
Car outside.
Had to get on it too hard there on exit. We gotta watch out for Logan cutting back down, but we've got this spot. We'll let these guys cross each other over for a bit, and then we'll attack.
17.655 618. The
Right
next car's the
rear, getting a
leader.
little weird. Let's just try something here.
Car outside. Outside
Nope.
is clear. 17.74.
Alright, let's get around Kurt. He's fallen off. Thankfully we can kind of run that middle line and get a run off the corner.
Clear outside if you
And
want
then
to. 17.591.
slide almost. Couldn't fully commit, not a big enough gap yet. And looks like he's getting back up to speed. Oop, that was a bad corner for us. Kevin has caught up to us. Kurt's in the fence. Just don't hit the wall on exit. That's going to be worse, but it is really grippy right now on the top side.
17.517.
But it's also an inch away from ending our race, so especially if someone in front of us gets into it. I think we got to get around Kurt. We can't spend too much time back here. We're down to 12 laps. Alright, we got him set up now. Get the run off of 4. Pass in middle of 1 and 2. Nope, got on the gas too hard. That was a dumbass throttle. Nope. Slide up in front of him. I gave him room on the outside, but he wasn't expecting me to half-ass it and be slow there, so Logan, bad exit.
17.516. Okay, you're in second.
He just parks it on the entry, cross us over.
Clear. Outside. Stay low. Clear outside.
And we don't really need the
17.56.
slider.
You're in third.
Lap traffic's going to help us out a bit. I don't know what the hell this Charlotte setup is I came up with, but holy shit, it loves these long races. Or maybe I'm just able to keep it going slow early enough that it's just all comes together. But still got that damn wall to deal with, so. And we got a couple of chicken streakers up here. 15 and 67.
17.585.
Running my line. He pulls down out of the way.
Clear inside.
A little tight there.
Outside. Stay low. Clear outside if you want it.
We got Chad just ahead of us. Just gotta keep it out of that freaking wall. Chad pulls down, gives us the high side. We grab the wall a little bit though. Can't be doing that shit. Whoop. Blip the throttle on entry there. Really, oh. Why? We were right there.
Looks like we'll have a green-white checkered finish when this
We were
caution is
right
over.
there. Damn you guys. Looks like that was Chad. He probably got ran over.
Pit road's open.
He hadn't got ran over enough this race. Well, we got to fire off good. And we were going to have a big lead.
Closed. Pit road is closed.
There are not a whole lot of people left on the lead lap here. Gavin is in 5th. Looks like Kevin might have been caught up in that. He's heading to the back and was in 3rd place. Kurt cooling off his tires. Alrighty, let's not screw this
One to
up.
go. Next time by.
We get some bonus laps.
Get ready. Going green. Post car is off. Green flag, green flag. 2 more, let's go.
Okay, we got grip off the corner. They don't. Second win of the season. That was a fun one. That was a lot of good racing. We got to be in every position almost, and we were definitely really overpowered at the end. Very overpowered. 60-43. That was a good way to end the season. Very good way to end the season. Brandon, 49-26. Might have some people just blowing right rears. AJ, 77-29. He was not using his left rear to drive. Gavin, 55-41. It's pretty even for rears. Zachary, 46-29. Woo! That was fun. Laura, 51-41. And John, 40-36. Kevin, 48-42. So he was using the left rear more. And yeah. That one, I didn't know if it was going to work out or not. But again, this setup just frickin' flies at the end of races if you just don't push it. And we also started out tight as possible, so we weren't very quick at the start, but hooked up at the end. Let's go look at all the incidents. Kevin pushes up, and they're like 4 wide here. A little bit of contact with Zachary and Brandon. And then a little bit of contact there. I think Zachary might have thought someone was on his outside. And this is the wall, and that is his right front, and race over, unfortunately, on like lap 9. Oh, and that is how James wrecked. Somehow he's able to continue on after that as well. We won't watch Dan rip off his fenders on pit entry. He was just trying to get in there. My dad comes a little low on the straight, but everyone keeps it going in the right direction. Oh, Billy going for the very small gap on the outside with that run. Thankfully, Logan was ready for it. Billy, what gear is this? Okay, well, it doesn't matter now. And he was going to need like 50 gallons of fuel. Everyone else. Everyone else. Friggin' Billy came to use that right pedal. And we got Rick on our outside, and oh, he gets into Shane, and that's how they all get checked up there. Kurt, fence, doesn't knock his right front off. It's just random luck if you hit it the right way. I don't know how Chad didn't. Oh, Kevin is really awkwardly pushing there. Gavin, he was way down low and decided to come up high so he could get his wall hit in. Ooh, Laura using a bit too much throttle off corner. James going from the high side down a little lower, runs into the back of Ryan. He had a gap, but he chose to go a little bit lower and get into Ryan. Shane into the fence, trying to hold on to it. Bolton grabs the wall on entry, grabs the wall more, and I think that it's a right front gone. I think he just Alt F4'd out of that. Shane, too much throttle, way too much throttle. AJ is keeping it smooth up top. I thought he was going to hit the wall there, but he is also going for it. And that's Rick losing the right front. And this is James just turning left, and yeah, I don't know what that was. And here's us getting stuck behind this slow guy, and then he loses it off the corner, and we get into the back of him. And thankfully, he just completely blows the next corner, and that checks up Chad, and we get around both of them. Chad's got to check up, and Jarek almost gets into him. Chad's trying to get going, and it's just a mess there. He just can't recover from it. And then James into the wall. Oh, and then Ryan and James, and that's where all that checkup happened. And we just saw that. And Kevin gets up there. Zachary, you see him in the fence a few times. I don't know if it was prediction code that we were seeing. It looked a lot worse from him than anyone else. Brandon grabs it. And nothing there. AJ's in the fence, and has he broken a right front? Nope. Hard race for the lead. Easy to just cut down off the corner like that, especially when you're pushing hard and getting sideways. Ryan changes lanes there, doesn't know Kevin's in the middle lane. Zachary going for the slider, he does it, but into the wall. James, big push into the corner, hooks wall and tire. Chad coming around, and oh, that is okay. I thought he was going to run into James, who was broken there. Kurt into the wall, into Zachary, and yellow. Thought we were going to see the same thing again. Hard racing between them, and then these guys wants to show us John for some reason. Eric is going to hit the inside wall. Hits the inside wall. Might have been prediction code. Ryan heading low. And just a little tap between those two is prediction code, and then Ryan gets into him and turns. Kind of looked like he turned right after the contact. was just prediction code there on the initial contact. And Kevin wall tap, Kurt will wall tap, Zach will wall tap. We're gonna see Gavin wall tap. No. Everything smooth so far, but we know that Chad's race ends. Multiple lanes being used, people able to just kind of go where they need to get around people that are a little slower than them. AJ all over the place there. He's just dragging the fence. This is our... No, I thought this was our slide job where we just parked it in front of him. Is this it? Yeah. We just parked it right on his left front. God, the drive we were getting out of the corner was just unfair. Then Kevin, Kurt, nothing. Logan trying to keep up with us. Kurt and Kevin. Little door in there. Kurt chopping down on people on entry a bit there, but just trying to protect from a slider, but it is a good way to end up getting spun. And then, does Chad just lose it on his own? Oh yeah, that right rear I think is dead. It just goes away from him and goes away, and I think he blew a right rear there. He's just trying to hold on to it. And, oh, that sucks. Restart. And let's just watch us vanish off the corner. The amount of grip that we had at the end was just unfair. I just drive down off the corner and pull away. And there you have it. Logan wins the championship. We win the 100th. Great fun racing. The dirt update is freaking amazing. Absolutely love it. It is the most fun that I've had on iRacing. It is so good. So let's take a look at the championship standings and see where we end up in points. So Logan is going to win it, 16:01 over Zachary. Kevin just beats us with our two terrible races. Am I the only one to have won two of the final races of this season? That's no, never mind. I forgot Nick was a thing. He won everything he entered, pretty much. So, yeah. That was good. We at least beat Gavin in points. Ryan, I think, jumped Gavin there. Kurt, Kevin, Dalton, Dan. A lot of these people didn't run the full season, so they probably would be higher up than they are. But I hope you enjoyed that season. The next league season is going to be really interesting as we're going to some very crazy short tracks with the 87s. And yeah, hope everyone enjoyed racing that and had fun, and see you for the next season in a couple of weeks. Thanks for watching.